House, man.
Oh
What up?
shoot, he pulled up, man. He was asking for you,
Salute,
bro.
Hey,
salute,
shout out
Bill.
to the boxing voice, the voice of the people, the voice of the streets, and the
Big
voice
dog.
when you got a big fight on May 2nd. Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez, two-time champion, Olympian, and a heck of a competitor. Hey, Ness, is the lights all right up in here with me? I should be shining like all these diamonds. I'm over here at Benny the jeweler.
Turn around, Bill. See if it facing against it. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah,
That's
better.
better.
That's better. You
Way
see,
better.
I'm right here with Benny the jeweler. I call him
Okay.
Benny the Jew, just for short. He's my guy. Hey,
So talk to us, Bill,
this is
man.
the
How's fight
what?
week?
What is? Well, this is the
Ryan,
longest
you switched your camera. You
tone.
you upside down.
Hold on.
But he's not upside down like Tone is today because this is the quiet. I didn't heard him when listen they're mentioning Devin and on May 2nd we got Ryan Garcia on the card and Tone. I mean he didn't almost shrunk down like the Invisible Man. I don't know what
Wait,
else is left there, Tone. You know what I mean? You would need to come out here and give him a couple pounds because he doesn't seem like he didn't took advantage of the extra 7 pounds. He went down 7 pounds, Tone. He
Bill,
looks like
he in shape. Bill, he in
in,
shape.
in shape, Tone. Listen, does that look like in shape? We don't see any definition, any muscle definition whatsoever. If we call that in shape, let's call him Tyson Fury of the welterweight division, because it doesn't
Bill,
look good. Now, listen, when you said that, not to say that he can't fight. I'm not going to say that he can't fight. I'm not going to say that at all. I'm just going to say he's not the same fighter. It's not the same fighter at all.
but would you say both Devin and Ryan are not the same fighter? I mean, it is a year layoff. They both the same.
I, listen, going into fight week, you see how good Devin looked. You see how healthy he looks. You see how we are experienced the benefit of the extra 4 pounds, right? I think Ryan Gertz, excuse me, Jose Ramirez is also experiencing a benefit of the 4 pounds. Um, I don't know what the hell's going on with him, Tone. You'd have to tell me.
Bro, he's in shape. He ain't got Casamigos. He's not smashing those possible top tier porn stars. I don't know if they top tier or not. I don't know. He's in shape right now. Respectfully, the man in
Well,
shape.
respectfully, someone told me that he looks like a marathon runner right now. He looks like someone that just ran a marathon. You know how the marathon runners look, right?
Right.
No muscle definition, none whatsoever. I seen him up close, Tone.
But the man last year around this time, he just started cutting weight when he got to New York. The man was just
Last year
started
around
cutting
this
weight.
time, no, last year around this time, he was full of everything. Admittedly, full of everything. Correct?
I don't know about what you
He
mean
was drinking,
everything.
drugging, he was doing everything. Well, he got caught doing one of them. He got caught doing one of them, and the one that he got caught, he admitted to doing a lot of them. But the one that he got caught from was banned, the banned PED, Ostarine, that does a lot of things, and it doesn't seem like he's doing them now. So expect for a great fight on May 2nd between Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia. Do you
Bill,
agree?
Bill, can you confirm? Bill, can you confirm whether or not Ryan is on VADA at the moment for 365 testing, or is he not currently on VADA?
Oh, so for everything that we know that all the fighters are on VADA. Shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh and what he's bringing to the table because VADA was a non-starter for us. You know what I mean, and it fell right in sync with the way that he operates. He operates with VADA, no different than everyone else in boxing, operating with VADA hand in hand to ensure a clean sport and a clean event.
Was that important to you guys to have a fight in between to make sure that Ryan is clean?
Well, absolutely, and it's not just this event because this event. Um, is just an in between when he should really be clean, and that's around October. And from the confidence that he's showing, with not having it, the uncertainty with him not having it, everyone can see it. I'm just here. I'm just here to mention. I'm part of the event, and if it could be their way, I would be part of the circus of them celebrating Ryan's last performance. Um, you know what I mean? Instead of it being ridiculed, and
And
that's
and
what it should be, because that performance was not. That performance was a performance enhanced. Drug performance, and we come back a year later to look at it and watch it, and everybody wants me to just sit back and shut up like they're doing, quiet like Tone is about it. It's not the only thing. He's in
no,
shape.
Tone
He's in
ain't
shape.
quiet.
He's
Tone plays it down.
he's
Like tell
yeah,
him, Tone, what you
yeah,
said.
yeah. But
Oscar
Tone,
ain't
but
had
listen,
nothing to do with
he's
it.
no, in
Bill,
shape, in shape, in shape, in shape. Listen, anybody
is he?
can be in
He
shape.
ain't even cutting
Any
weight right now.
anybody can
All these
anybody
niggas look
can
like
lose weight. Anybody can
all them
lose
niggas
weight.
look like crackheads right
Anybody,
now, Bill.
what? Well, anybody. Listen, anybody, and only if you've really been around the gym and you understand this, right? Just looking at somebody and saying that they're in shape doesn't mean nothing. Losing some weight is one thing, but being in shape and being in body, and you saw nothing about that to start spreading the narrative that he's in shape, because he didn't do anything when they got in the ring. You've seen nothing that represents being in shape. You don't see any muscle definition. You don't see any speed. You didn't see anything that represents him being in shape. And I said that you guys are seeing what you'll see on May 2nd. There's nothing that he's
Mhm.
hiding. You're seeing what you're going to see on May 2nd. And
Hey,
and and let me tell you this though, and then I'll go. Is it's much easier. It's much easier. It's much easier to have a bad night against a Rolly Romero. It would have been devastating for him to lose to Devin. So that's why I said that his whole team were scared to death, and they chose Osharin. And now
Mm.
it's fight week, and we want to talk about this, and they want to say that you don't never forget this day in history. Well, don't never forget. Remember had the campaign. Let's not forget. Well, let's not forget how you looked this
yeah.
time last year, or the
No, but
last
Bill,
fight
I'm
week.
not trying
Hey,
to knock your truth. I'm not trying to knock your truth, but I believe respectfully, I don't think Austrian had nothing to do with that performance. I agree with Devin.
Yeah. Oh,
Devin
I
said,
listen. I can tell you. Listen, I can look at you and tell that you've never used
oh,
Ostarine.
see,
You don't
here we
use
go.
anything.
Here we
You
go.
don't use
Here
Oh
we
my
anything at all.
Here we
So
yeah.
listen.
go. Here
So I
we go.
guarantee you.
Here we
But I
go.
guarantee you. But
Here
listen,
we go.
hey,
I'm telling you.
Bill, I
I'm,
like to
I'm
ask you a
telling you.
question,
Yes.
Bill.
Don't.
Bill, I
Oh,
like
Don't.
to ask you a
Go
question,
ahead.
right?
hold
First
on,
of
hold on,
all,
hold on.
wait,
Hold on,
hold, hold
Raul.
Yes,
on.
sir.
First of all, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, hold
Let him
on, brother.
let him
Can
get
I
it
get a
off.
word
Let
in?
him get it
Y'all
off,
go,
sir. Go
y'all
ahead.
Let
gonna
me get a word.
argue in
Hey,
front of the
first of all,
guests. Come
Bill,
on, bet fellas.
Bill,
Yes.
thank you for
Yes.
taking your time out and coming on the
Mhm.
show. I know everything, and a man in your position, you're very busy. But I always like to talk about the champ, your son, Devin Haney, and how do you see him coming into this fight, and how do you see him getting the job done?
Ready. I mean, he's ready. But shout out to Jose Ramirez, who's also a constant professional, right? You know what you're getting with Jose, right? You're getting a high volume, high activity. But I believe that Devin is too much for Jose.
You think?
And that's just the way that I believe. I believe that we're ready. We're looking forward to it. The work is already done. Anyone that's within this amount of time still preparing, then you have prepared to fail. So
Right.
we've already prepared. I get a chance to relax.
He got a
Dropping out.
call.
Oh yeah.
He's getting a phone
Oh
call. Yeah.
yes,
Oh, he probably checking my text. I sent you those shots, Bill. I don't know. Did you know Justin Fortune has
yes,
been added?
yes. I know that he's quietly been at it. I saw
Nigga,
Justin
side
over there to the side. Huh?
Hold on, nigga.
Yeah,
Side
I'm
tactics?
sending him the links.
Nigga,
I'm sending
nasty,
facts.
nasty.
I'm sending
First of
Well,
all,
Okay,
facts.
listen.
well,
yo,
Let me,
Bill.
nasty.
but let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you.
Nah, nigga side
Ryan,
texting, B.
listen, and I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm gonna tell you this. Ryan Garcia test positive again of any kind of substance, his career is over with. So everybody
Oh
can
yeah.
laugh, ha ha, and he, and play all them games if they want to, and he can. And anybody up around his camp, I advise him and his family, tell them to get away from him, right? Because one more positive test and he's done for life. All that,
Yeah.
the 12 championships and amateur championships and all the other shit, the junior varsity belt that he's fighting for, and everything that he got going on will be over with. He will be on one of those billboards on Times Square and his draws only.
No,
Yeah.
but Bill,
And
Bill,
his draws, hey,
that's deflection.
in his draws only. Nothing
They
else.
have
No boxing,
no, Bill. Who
no jumping
signed
in the
off on the
field,
what?
no nothing.
Who signed off on that, Bill?
It will be,
Bill, the
listen,
publicists need to be fired, and that man need to be stoned during the
Nah,
streets.
nah,
Why
that's right. I'm
they
with
need his
Tone
lawyer?
on this. I'm with Tone on this,
Yeah,
Bill.
what?
I'm hearing
that's nasty.
Devin was not supposed to be a lawyer in that commercial. What knowledge do you have of his role in that commercial?
He is not the
Nasty.
lawyer. Listen, the lawyer is for guys that are thinking small. He is the president of the United States. That's what he
No,
is in the commercial.
Nah, Bill.
Shout out
Nah,
to Bill.
nah. Who
Nice.
listen,
did that,
Nice
man?
spin, Bill. Nice spin.
Did
Nice
y'all
spin.
know?
let me
Did
tell
y'all
you.
know that was
Wearing
gonna
your
happen
wearing
though?
your promoter cap today. I see. Okay.
Listen,
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you. Listen, depending on what you look at about the suit, if you're used to going to jail, then you're going to see a suit and you're going to
Then
think
you're gonna
that's
feel
your
certain
way
type
out.
of way. Yeah,
No, but
but
it
You're going to
you know,
think
says
you
that's
it.
your
figure
way of getting out. Hey, you
Tone,
see the
send me the
1
picture.
800
It
number?
says it.
Yeah.
no,
No,
it
it
looked
doesn't
like
say
Better
it.
Call Saul. It looked like Better
It
Call
doesn't. Pull
Saul.
it up. Pull it. It
Yeah, I
says,
No,
think that's
Bill,
what it
listen,
was. Better Call Saul
it
vibes.
says
you should
call.
have been there.
It
You
says,
should have been
listen,
there.
call the king. Call the
Bill, let me
president.
ask you a question,
Call the
Bill.
man.
You
Listen,
think it's
call the
you
man with
think
the plan. Huh?
so
Hey, Bill.
a lot of
Hey,
people
Bill. You
asked if
you are
this was
good
a
at
tough
what you
fight.
do.
Yeah, I mean, this
Huh?
was a tough fight for your son, and I thought that this was a great fight for your son because
Yeah.
had he took anything less,
Turn
you know, they
around, Bill.
they
The
weren't
lights
going
are
to try to,
blocking you.
you know what I'm
There
saying?
you
They
go.
weren't
No,
going to
you
give
good
him any
there.
credit.
Maybe it's the angle. Yeah, you good. You good.
So I really
Yeah.
like this fight, and the one thing that I'm asking myself as a fan and everything, I'm saying, can the people, expect a stoppage in this fight? Are they
Oh,
looking for a Devin Haney that's really trying to come in and make a statement and put his name back as one of the pound for pound best fighters in the world? And I believe he can do it. You're closer to him than any of us. What can you tell us about where his mind is at and how do you see your son? Do you see the fire? Talk to me, Bill.
Oh, absolutely. He's fired up. And it will take a sledgehammer and a forklift to come out of uh, Jose's corner to stop Devin. That's what he'll need. And you've seen that instead of saying what Devin represents and the times that he got knocked down, I mean, the he he got knocked down 3 times. The ref scored it 3 times. Everybody wants to say 5, 6, 7. You can add 9, 10, and 11 onto it. But you won't give him the credit that, I mean, he can take it, right? I mean, and you just showed it on an elite level. He can give it and he can take it. I mean, and I think that that was in question before, right? But as you in the sport, as you dedicate yourself to the sport and you move like Devin, move to the Mount Rushmore, more closer to the Mount Rushmore of boxing, being one of the greats, then you're involved in those kind of fights. See, you have a fight like Connor Ben and Chris Eubank that's appreciated. Oh, they love that fight, right? But you don't love Devin's fight, even though the
Speaking of
guy,
which,
you,
speaking of which,
and even though the guy, even though the guy,
let him
even though the
finish, champ.
guy, right? Even though the guy, Devin fought against not just, Ryan Garcia, but he fought against Ryan Garcia on PEDs, getting up, fighting back, and everything, right? If it had been if it not had been for the PEDs, then it would have been one of their classic fights to put in the archive of their soon to be rematch trilogy or whatever. It would be a one without an asterisk. And it would be a well deserving fight on Devin's part, showing his resiliency, his willing to keep fighting. But now that's that we find out that it's different, right? So we're moving from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like and what you see, Ryan, the Ryan that you see right now is the Ryan based on us negotiating, us knowing that it takes time for you to cycle off of anything that you possibly could have been on. Remember, he admitted to being on the PEDs. So within that, saying I have to operate from the fact of
Round one, you got to let him finish his questions. And remember,
Yeah,
there's other people. So you got one, let someone else
I
go.
got. Yeah,
yeah, so yeah, yeah. No, I have to operate not from what the people in the chat or Tone or anyone is saying or showbiz or whatever. I have to operate intelligently from a business perspective and say, okay, this guy has admitted to cheating. His guy has admitted to having ostarine in the system. So now I have to go and say, okay, how long is it going to take for this ostarine to get out of his system? How long is it going to take for him to get back to being who he is? And within that particular time of us negotiating, I knew that, okay, it would be a fight in between there because they're going to stay busy. They'd already been out long enough. But it would also give us enough time that he's he's going to be in VADA on through the fight. Inshallah, God willing, both of them can get through this tough fight. But the it's tough for both of them, right? Because in different kind of ways. The muscling, tussling that that Ryan would want to do confidently, knowing that he had the ostarine help, he won't have going into it with Rolly,
But
a guy that's going
Bill,
to be a guy that's going to be
Bill,
rustling and tussling, a guy that's going to be rustling and tussling. Wait a minute, you don't use ostarine, you don't know anything about ostarine, you haven't been victimized by
I've
ostarine,
been looking
so your
for it.
opinion is not valuable. Let me stay
I've been
focused
looking for it.
before I see. Now you trying to take me off track. Let me explain to you. Now the advantages of being physically right, physically to have the physical advantage against Rolly, mentally, he won't have. The edge he won't have. So this fight is a little bit closer than you think. Now, will Rolly just walk into some shit blindly on some shit? Yes, he can. But at the same time, if Rolly, if Rolly, if Rolly steps back and says, okay, Ryan, let's see what you got and see if Ryan brings it to him, we might have a true Mexican standoff and might have a good fight, right? But if Rolly chases him around and runs into some shit, yes. But
Hold on.
Is Ryan going to be aggressive enough to bring it to Rolly? Is he going to be aggressive enough to bring it to? I
Hold
don't think
on.
so. I think
You
it's missing.
started hold on, because there's a big bag on the other side of this with Devin and Ryan Garcia. You sounded
So
like you
listen,
want
this
no, you want Rolly to handle the job.
money turns.
You want
Listen, money turns you into a cheerleader, not me. Money does
no,
not.
nigga,
I don't
you
care. I
want
cannot.
no,
I
no,
can. I
no,
cannot be a cheerleader. I cannot be a cheerleader
no,
and come on the boxing voice and only give facts. I'm not cheering for either one of the fighters. I'm not cheering for
no,
Ryan. I'm
Bill,
not cheering for Rolly because both of
Bill.
them have said shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. Both of them have said shit that will allow me to be straight down the middle. I'm saying, guys, get ready for a good fight on May 2nd. On a better fight than you guys thought that it was gonna be. Watch what I
Bro,
tell you.
you was recording with your pink iPhone out there. I don't know why you was recording. First of all, you know it was streamed on the zone. What was you recording?
You
Respect.
listen.
What
I
was you
see
recording?
red, you see
I'm
pink.
next,
I
Tone.
don't know what phone you was watching because I like I
It was,
said, you see pink. I see red. I don't see pink. I don't have a pink anything.
what was that? The lighting was it over lasered?
That was your eyes, Pinky.
All right, Bill. I wanna ask. I I would like to ask. Was
Yes.
there any other options other than Jose Ramirez, and who gave you options, or did you choose Ramirez? Did you
We
come
run
to the
through
table with
companies.
Ramirez?
Listen, we run through companies. When we come get one of them, we get them all. We get whoever that's on there. Just no difference in Top Rank, no difference in Matchroom, no difference in Golden Boy. It's us against Golden Boy, and no one wants to say it. But we pulled up on them. We gonna take. There's nobody else for him to fight other than those two guys.
Well, no,
If we
I
had one
specifically
between,
asked because it is a Golden Boy card. This is Jose Ramirez, Ryan Garcia, Arnold Barboza. They're 3 Golden Boy fighters.
right, and
So did
and
but answer the question. Was there options?
yeah, there's options for
Okay.
sure, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there's options. But with a guy like Turkey Al-Sheikh,
Did
you
anyone
go
else
with
have a left
whatever that they
hook?
want.
Did anyone
You
else have a left hook? Because I know
Yeah,
Ramirez
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah,
least
yeah,
uses
yeah,
the
yeah,
left
yeah,
hook
yeah.
up
No,
and
no, yeah,
down.
yeah, 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 yeah. Well, you can go into it and say like Ryan. I mean, you can go into it and virtually pick who you want to pick. You know what I'm saying? Right? If there's no force to it. You know what I mean? We got the pill that we must swallow on May 2nd, and that's however you talk the shit. You got a 5'10", 5'11" pressure fighter and Jose Ramirez, and whoever picking, when you signed it and you agree to it, um, it should be kudos to Devin Haney. He should, you should salute it and say, okay, this is going to be a great night of a boxing. If it couldn't be Devin and it couldn't be Devin and Ryan Garcia next, well then why wouldn't it be Devin and Jose Ramirez? A great fight.
Bill, what's
But
going on,
what?
man?
Go ahead, Ryan. Go
Ryan
ahead,
from
Ryan.
the 6. I just want to know, are you happy with the promotion, man? Because like this is a big card. Obviously, Times Square never
Yeah,
been done
yeah, yeah,
before.
yeah,
And we
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like
Because
as
yeah,
boxing fans,
because
it's
you
not
know
getting
what?
enough.
No, 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 no. It's getting everything that a boxing fan, a true boxing fan that supports boxing is going to get. They're going to get good fights, real fights. And listen, it's not even about the purse. It's not about how many seats is being sold. It's not about how many pay-per-views. Ain't that crazy? In the Devin Haney era, you getting paid millions and it don't even make a difference. See, tone them, and no, people can't even create those narratives no more about how much you're selling. It's truly about, is it a good fight or not? And I don't think Turkey is putting on fights that we can honestly say, we can get on here and say, oh no, that's not a good fight.
Well, that's something that my co-host likes to shame you about. By you, I mean obviously Devin being on the undercard of Ryan Garcia. What did that? Was that an issue? Because we seen a video of Devin
It's a
saying,
non-starter. It's a non-starter. We've been on the undercard of Logan Paul and KSI. You know what I mean? Like when you talk about building and doing what you're supposed to do in boxing, right? As a company, we're able to make those moves, right? We're able to crush it and say, nah, that ain't no problem. That's a non-starter. Let's get to it, right? Because that means that we're gonna get paid before he does. All right? That's what that means. We're gonna go get to the money. We don't gotta wait around. He'll still be in the back. We've been and picked up our check.
But Bill, don't like the optics? Yesterday, you were funny when you said the crowd was saying Lion Ryan. I laughed. That shit was funny as fuck. But they're cheering for Ryan and they're booing Devin. Don't the optics
Well,
look crazy, Bill?
no, that doesn't. That listen, they pay, and they come out. They went to the malls, they went to the places, they paid for parking, and they deserve to have the energy that they want to get off. But it's
Mm.
only one guy in boxing that can carry it. You've seen him carry it when it's good, when they're cheering, and you've seen him carry it when they're booing. That's Devin Haney, the true entertainer of the sport. You got to be able to handle it. You don't break down and call everybody and say, listen, why are y'all doing this and why are y'all doing that? That means nothing. That means nothing. But truly, he is not a villain. He is actually Robin Hood,
But
robbing
you,
the
but
rich and giving to the
Devin
poor.
Haney said he's embracing the villain role, and you say he's
I,
not a villain, he's a good kid. Which one is it?
No,
You kind of play
listen.
Devin. You
They're
kind
not.
of play
Listen. He's a
Devin.
good. He's a good man. He's a good human being. He takes care
Yes.
of a lot of people, a lot of
Yes.
things. Right. Right. He stands for a lot. Right. And for him to embrace their energy. Right. I salute him once again. He says, "I'll be what you want to be." Right. I'll be whatever you want me to be. But don't call him no coward. Don't call him unprofessional. And definitely don't call him late when it comes to pick up that money.
Mm.
Do you think this night can live up to what Conor Ben and Chris Eubank did over there with the fight card, all the fighters, New York City, Times Square, like I mean
I
everything.
sure hope not. I sure hope not. I hope we go in there and just wipe his ass out. You dig? And make it just totally one-sided. But
Okay, I
it's
see.
not. It's you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and I'll talk to you guys after that. But I'm looking forward to Devin putting on an excellent performance,
Oh, okay.
surprising you guys, and I'm enjoying fight week.
Bill, did you see Shakur's response to Devin about when Devin said he doesn't fight Josh Padley's? Obviously, Shakur has something to say about that. Did you see that or no?
Um, no, I didn't see that, but
You
he
don't care?
doesn't. He doesn't. No, but he doesn't. He doesn't. We've not ended up. That's an attribute to everything that Devin represents. Being younger than Shakur, navigating his own destiny, like Devin does, not having a help and a benefit of having a machine the way that Shakur does, and we've thankfully, alhamdulillah, you know what I mean, not had to put a Josh Padley on our resume, you know.
Is that a fight you guys spoke with Turkey Al-Sheikh? Did you show interest in ever wanting that fight? Because we see T.O.'s name
Who?
with so many
Devin,
different
who,
options with
what name?
Al-Sheikh.
What name?
Shakur
What name?
Stevenson.
Who?
Shakur
I
Stevenson.
told y'all Dev will beat the shit out of Shakur Stevens.
Yes, but
I
did you
already
talk
told
to
you that.
Turkey
I've told you that.
Al-Sheikh?
Hold on.
Listen,
He gonna beat
there's
Rockstar
not,
Shakur?
beat the shit out of Shakur.
But have you
Rockstar,
talked?
he gonna beat the shit out of Rockstar Shakur Stevenson. Beat the shit?
Listen, he's no different. Shakur's no different than everybody else.
Damn.
They're all really good. Devin is special. Devin has
Love the
the
compliment.
style. Listen, he has the style, he has the confidence, he has the ability to navigate his own career in a way that he's able to fight all of them and he fares a great chance against all of them. That's something that's special. That's something that's rare. That's Devin Haney.
But have you spoke to Al-Sheikh about wanting that fight?
Listen, we've spoke to Turkey Al-Sheikh about wanting to make all of the fights, including Shakur, including
Bill, you making
you
me
know
you
what?
making me break the
You,
question down specifically
okay, no, no,
Shakur.
no. Listen, Shakur,
Okay, that's all
absolutely,
I want to hear.
absolutely. Listen, Shakur, Tank, um, all of the names that fans love, we respect. We know we look at it at the end of the day as checks. We look at it like Devin is in a great spot, right? He's in a great spot where he has a lot of opportunities to show how great he is in his move towards the Mount Rushmore of boxing. And listen, let me tell you this. We don't give a fuck what they say because we're not friends with none of them any motherfucking way. None of them. Not
Mm,
one.
mm. Now, Bill, like Devin said he was waking up late in that big ass mansion that y'all got, 19 rooms, showing up to the gym late in many of the luxurious cars y'all got. He said that's kind of like silk pajamas. He took a little accountability for his performance.
He took a
Are you
lot of
gonna take it?
accountability. He took a lot of accountability for it. Look forward to May 2nd to a Devin Haney that will be sensational. It will be a different Devin Haney. And it's only, 48 hours away. So we're not going to look past Jose Ramirez. I came on here to tell you that Ryan Garcia looks smaller than the promotion that you guys are saying that's going on.
Now,
The reason why, because,
I
uh,
definitely mentioned that size difference. But speaking on the Jose Ramirez, obviously they're gonna think your answer is you selling the fight. But how off are the betting odds? Because they got Devin at a minus 1,200. He can't make no money like that. And I think they're counting Jose way too out. Like I don't think he's a minus 1,200 type of fighter.
hey man, bless Jose and all his family and everything that they've been working. They've been professional. I know that he's going to be there. I hope that he's there and he's on weight. And I just look forward to Devin getting a chance to show his growth. And what better opponent than someone like Jose Ramirez?
Does he beat Ramirez the way that he beat Regis? Do you think it's that 12-0?
Well, that's what we're looking to. We're looking to put on that kind of performance. We know that he has a chance, but we want to make that chance slim to none, and put on the kind of performance a Regis. You know, I would
When
name
you
some
think,
other ones, but Regis is fine.
yeah, but when you think about today's era in the market, like, the knockout is what really sells. People come out to want to see blood. There was a lot of criticism with
There'll be
your
nobody
son.
there. There'll be nobody
Uh,
there. Don't worry about it. There'll be nobody there. Listen, there'll be nobody there. And that narrative that is gone in boxing. If you the fighter and you can draw that kind of blood and you can do all that shit and you're in 147 pounds down, then let's see if you can do it to Devin Haney. How about that?
right. That's why I love boxing, because it's a blood sport. You bring them blood, they'll
Yeah.
love you again.
I
They'll
got a
love you
question
again.
here from the people. Keenan says, Bill, does the WBA enforcing the winner of Ryan versus Rolly to fight Boots Gassiov winner immediately after worry you regarding the Devin Haney Ryan rematch?
I mean, I think what Turkey is doing in terms of putting the fights on the table where you have an opportunity to really make some money has superseded some of the mandates that have been happening. You know what I mean? And I think, like I said, once again, I don't think that none of the fights that he's putting on are fights that we say that we don't like.
Bill, is the lawsuit dropped without prejudice? Is it fully dropped?
Yeah, as long as he gets inside the ring. If he gets
Mm,
inside the ring, then we've agreed that it's dropped.
Another
okay.
question from the people. Yo, Bill, is it fruity for dudes to use the Stairmaster at their local LA fitness gym, or is the Stairmaster for women with yams only? Tone uses the Stairmaster. Is it zesty? We need to know.
Well, whatever Tone is using right now, you go the opposite way because it isn't working, Tone. It's not working.
Nasty
hey,
Nasty word.
Damn,
on that
Tone.
one, hey,
word.
Ness,
Nasty.
I gotta go. We got work to do. I
Nah,
just
do
want to
your
just make
thing,
sure
man.
I
We
come on.
appreciate you.
Listen, I had to come and see the boxing voice, man, the voice of the people, man, the voice of the
I'm
streets.
glad you
And
heard
if you really
yesterday's
want,
show. They was taking shots at me, man, talking about Bill and Dev on every other channel except yours. Man, Bill to the
man, come
rescue,
on,
man.
man,
Bill to the
come
rescue.
on, man.
Bill,
Hey,
Bill, can
look,
we get a
hey, look.
one-on-one? Bill, can we get a one-on-one on the Hatrix? Oh, me and you, one-on-one?
Hey, listen, hey, Tone, absolutely. And and
Okay.
and title it and title it. I want the title is
What?
Bill's mouth is big and Ryan Garcia looks small right now.
Lord child. Lord child. All right. All right.
Bill, we
Hey,
appreciate
Bill.